We don't do a lot of pooping.
Misty didn't kill him.
Tammy Slayton and Amy Slayton have never pretended to be perfect, but that has never stopped them from judging the world around them. On 1,000 Pound Sisters, the siblings have built a brand not only on their struggles with weight, health, and family, but also on their brutally honest, sometimes hypocritical, and often hilarious opinions about everyone else. Whether it's relatives, friends, strangers, or even each other, Tammy and Amy have made it clear that nobody is safe from being judged. What makes their judgment so fascinating isn't just the bluntness. It's the irony. Viewers often watch in disbelief as two women whose lives are under constant scrutiny feel completely comfortable calling out other people's flaws, choices, and behaviors. And yet, that's part of what keeps fans coming back season after season. Amy, in particular, has always positioned herself as the more responsible sister. From the earliest episodes, she framed her journey as one of growth and maturity, especially after becoming a mother. She often compares herself to Tammy, highlighting her own weight loss progress, independence, and parenting responsibilities. But with that sense of accomplishment comes judgment. Amy has openly criticized Tammy's lack of motivation, her reliance on others, and her resistance to change, sometimes with tough love and sometimes with outright sarcasm. Amy's judgments don't stop with Tammy. Over the years, she's commented on friends' relationships, financial decisions, and lifestyles, often with a tone that suggests she knows better. While some fans see this as harmless venting or sibling banter, others view it as Amy adopting a moral high ground she hasn't fully earned. After all, her own life has been far from stable, with struggles involving her marriage, mental health, and the overwhelming stress of motherhood. Tammy, on the other hand, judges with a sharper edge. Her critiques are rarely softened by humor or concern. When Tammy judges someone, it often comes from a place of frustration, resentment, or defensiveness. She has been quick to dismiss doctors' advice, criticize caregivers, and lash out at family members who challenge her behavior. Tammy has judged Amy's parenting choices, accusing her of not understanding how hard things really are. She's judged Amy's relationships, implying she's settled or made poor decisions. And she's judged people who try to help her, framing their concern as control or betrayal. What stands out most is how confidently Tammy delivers these judgments, even during moments when her own health and choices are in crisis. Viewers have watched Tammy refuse basic medical guidance while simultaneously criticizing others for being irresponsible. This contradiction has sparked intense debate among fans. Some see Tammy's judgment as a defense mechanism, a way to maintain control in a life where she often feels powerless. Others see it as a refusal to take accountability. The phrase, "judge y'all," might as well be the unspoken motto of the Slayton sisters. Their commentary often reflects a deeply ingrained habit of observing, evaluating, and ranking the people around them. Family gatherings become arenas for silent comparisons. Road trips turn into confessionals filled with side-eye and snide remarks. Even moments meant to be celebratory can quickly shift into critiques about weight, effort, or attitude. Fans are divided on whether this behavior is entertaining or exhausting. Some appreciate the raw honesty. They argue that Tammy and Amy are simply saying what many people think but don't say out loud. Their bluntness feels authentic, unfiltered, and refreshingly real in a world of overly polished reality TV stars. Others, however, feel uncomfortable watching people who are themselves struggling so deeply past judgment on others who may be dealing with it. Amy's judgments often come wrapped in humor, which makes them easier for audiences to swallow. Her jokes, facial expressions, and casual delivery soften the blow. But humor doesn't erase the message. When Amy comments on someone's appearance, lifestyle, or choices, it still reinforces the idea that she sees herself as the evaluator rather than the evaluated. And that shift has been noticeable to longtime viewers who remember her earlier seasons, when she was more self-deprecating and less critical of others. Tammy's judgments, by contrast, tend to escalate tension. Her confrontations often leave people feeling hurt, dismissed, or emotionally drained. Family members have repeatedly expressed that interacting with Tammy feels like walking on eggshells. One wrong word can trigger an explosion of anger or withdrawal. Tammy's tendency to judge others while rejecting feedback has strained relationships and fueled some of the show's most dramatic moments. Interestingly, both sisters seem largely unaware of how their judgments come across. When confronted, they often deflect or minimize their behavior. Amy might say she's just being honest or just joking. Tammy might insist she's being misunderstood or attacked. Rarely do they fully acknowledge the impact of their words. This lack of self-reflection adds another layer of complexity to their dynamic and keeps viewers engaged, even when frustrated. Social media has amplified this aspect of the show. Clips of Tammy and Amy judging others frequently go viral, sparking heated debates in comment sections. Some fans defend the sisters, arguing that reality TV is built on exaggerated personalities and conflict. Others criticize them for promoting negativity, hypocrisy, and emotional cruelty. The sisters' responses to online criticism often reinforce their reputation as unapologetic judges rather than reflective participants. Despite the backlash, Tammy and Amy's judging behavior plays a significant role in the show's success. There's also a deeper psychological element at play. For both sisters, judging others may serve as a coping mechanism. When life feels overwhelming, pointing out someone else's flaws can temporarily relieve internal pressure. It shifts focus outward and provides a sense of superiority or control. This doesn't excuse the behavior, but it helps explain why it persists even when it damages relationships. Over time, some viewers have noticed subtle changes. Amy has occasionally expressed regret for being too harsh, especially when reflecting on her own struggles with depression and stress. Tammy, too, has shown moments of vulnerability, admitting fear and loneliness beneath her anger. These moments hint at growth, even if it's slow and inconsistent. Whether that growth will lead to less judgment remains an open question. Ultimately, Tammy and Amy judging y'all is both their biggest flaw and their biggest draw. It makes them relatable and infuriating, funny and frustrating, human and deeply imperfect. Their judgments reflect the messy reality of family dynamics, where love and criticism often coexist uncomfortably. As long as the sisters remain in the spotlight, their opinions will continue to spark conversation, controversy, and countless reactions from fans who can't look away. In the world of 1,000-pound sisters, judgment isn't just something Tammy and Amy dish out. It's the currency of the show. And whether viewers love them or loathe them for it, one thing is clear: the Slayton sisters will keep judging, and audiences will keep watching, judging